Okay, we'll try this again. So this is not a video that I really want to make. It's more of a video that I need to make. I have tried doing everything on my own and I no longer can do it. I need the help of anybody out there willing to kind of give me a hand. So some of you might have no idea what I'm talking about or what has happened. Some of you might have a little bit of an idea, but for everybody, I'll try and summarize what has happened the last 4.5 years and what is really leading me to making this video asking for help. So 4.5 years ago, I was injured at work. It took me about 9 months to finally get a diagnosis of what is causing me my pain, and I had to go to out of country for that, as nobody in Canada has treated or even heard of this condition. The condition I have is Bertolotti syndrome, and basically there's a joint in the lower part of my spine that was partially fused to my sacrum. That joint blew apart, and now those bones are rubbing together, causing extreme pain. I took the diagnosis from the surgeon in the States and found a local surgeon willing to look into this. He had never heard about it before, but he decided after some diagnostic tests and all the minimally invasive procedures that I've tried that surgery was the next step. So we tried to fuse it, not once, but twice. There was a little bit of issues in those procedures with misplacement of screws and grafting not being used in certain areas. And to this day, I still appear to have loose screws, and the part of my spine that needs to be fused is not fused, and it's causing me extreme pain again. Since then, since the beginning of this injury, I've looked all over Canada for a surgeon. Other people in Canada have this condition and nobody can find anybody in their provinces, which led me to requesting my surgeon to write a letter requesting out-of-country coverage and for the funding to be provided so I can go to the States and see an educated, experienced surgeon on this condition who has treated it successfully. Since that letter was sent in, when he sent that letter in, he was fully supportive of me going to see this. His letter said something along the lines of, I fully support Mr. Wagman going to the States to see this surgeon. The surgeon has far more expertise than anybody in Canada has on this condition and can provide more of a long-term solution to Mackenzie's pain. And he has exhausted all Canadian options, and he was all on board. And when the ministry reached out to him to get a bit more information on like where I was going, what procedure I was getting done, and who I've seen in Canada, he will no longer to provide me care, as he thinks that he has done the best that he can for me, even though I'm still in extreme pain, and that he will no longer support the letter that he sent in requesting the funding. So I'm now left in pain with no surgeons in Saskatchewan or Canada and no funding to go and have the procedure done in the States. I'm not asking to be treated better than any other person in Canada who needs a procedure. The fact that I've had the multiple procedures here and they have both failed. I've had also injections multiple times where they have hit my spine with the needle. One time the radiologist had never performed the procedure before. And this most recent time, a week and a half ago, I had the discogram, which is a kind of an uncommon procedure, I guess, here. And they hit my spine 4 times due to bone that was in the way. And they hit my nerves another 2 times and caused an extreme amount of pain, all for nothing. I've had to go through this kind of stuff time and time again. And I feel like enough is enough. I don't know what more I can do or what more I have to go through in order to just get sent to the States to see somebody with experience on this condition. Now, I've tried reaching out to Premier, I've tried reaching out to the Ministry of Health, and I have done so since 2021, and most recently the last 6 months, like every week, I try to get a hold of them to set up an appointment, to get a reply, and I can't get anything. They ignore me, they avoid me, and they will not let me bring up the issues I have, and I don't know what more to do. I'm hoping that somebody here can get me in touch with somebody who can help me, because I don't have much like desire to continue to try and find treatment. I don't know what more I can do, and I don't think that it's fair for somebody here who has worked their entire life up until this injury to be treated like this at all. If there's not a procedure available here, you need to send that patient somewhere where they can have it done. I need the funding. I need to speak to these people who can help me, and they just will not get a hold of me or reply. So I'm really asking anybody out there, if you can please share this, get me in touch with somebody who can help, and I would really appreciate that. I'll likely continue making a couple more videos explaining a little more in detail what I've had to go through and the experience with, say, WCB and CPP disability, the health system, the procedures, the bureaucracy, and just everything more in depth and in detail. So look for those and let me know if you have any questions, and I will try and answer those for you. Thank you, and please share this.